Well, I became interested in mental health campaigning for Jimmy. It was a time when the community mental health centers had been passed in 1963. And although I knew nothing about the issue, as I campaigned every day, somebody would ask me what my husband would do for a mentally ill family member if he were elected governor. What I learned was they were turning people out before the community mental health centers were established. And they had some of them had been in the institution for all of their lives, 20 or 30 or even 40 years. And to go home, we did not understand mental illnesses back then, what caused them, there was nobody knew how to treat them. And I really became concerned. And so I started and had a mental health program. It was a good program. We established 134 community mental health centers. They were not everything. They were not comprehensive. But some of them were just a spot on a main street, an obvious place in a town where people could go to get information about where to go to help. But the stigma was so bad then that people didn't want to come to see me. My mental health had 5 advocates in the state of Georgia. That was it. And nobody wanted to be even when Jim was governor, nobody wanted to be on my committee because they didn't want to be identified with the issue. Well, you can see how I wanted to get something done about that. And so I became really interested in that. I became interested in the women's issue because of my daughters-in-law. I've worked on immunization as long as I have mental health, starting in Georgia. So I had those things that were important to me. But that was the way I became interested in mental health issues. And I did have a task force. And then I had at the White House, I was able to get the legislation passed. Stigma is still pervasive. I have a really, really good program here at the Carter Center. And it is still the #1 issue that has been my total life. Seems like all of my life I've worked on, trying to get better help for people with mental illness. And there's some good things happening now.